Good night, world. It's Ivan Ameri. It is 11 o'clock in the at night. Obviously, Ivan, you're making videos so late. Yes. It's very rare that I make my video at 11 o'clock at night. Usually, I make my video early in the morning or around like 5, 4 o'clock in the evening. I just woke up and I couldn't sleep. I rested, obviously, for a good, like, I don't know, 8, 9 hours in my bed, obviously, but I couldn't sleep because VJ's crying was annoying, and I told her to shut up, obviously, but she doesn't listen, obviously. Yeah, she's crazy, man. Oh my god. Yeah. I keep saying this, well, you better enjoy this series Why So Cat, man. If you think you're gonna put me through this horror, have me die to be my wife and all stuff, and then my wife annoying me every night and being a bitch and fucking guys on my back, man, and then turning my wife into a whore, you know what I'm saying, and having her annoy me every night and cry like that, be a bitch, you got nothing coming, man. You're gonna pay too when I'm king, man. You're not gonna be saved. That's how I know you guys are blind. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't even see the evil that you did to me and VJ. You know what I'm saying? And because you're blinded by your ambiance, you're crazy people, man. But think about this. You purposely infected my wife. She's been crying every day for the past like 4 years. You guys don't even see that you're evil. Obviously, you lost all those in Ivory. You caused a mess in my life. You're gonna turn me into a porn star. You're gonna shot me saying like that. Kill me. You act like he's not my wife. You sabotage my channel. You act like Ivan watches himself and you think he's crazy and you make fun of my channel. And you think after doing that I'm gonna save you when I'm king because you're crazy and not talk about it and act like I watch myself because you're crazy people, man. You're not gonna mess with you, man. You want your full cake. That's why I know you guys are crazy psychopaths, man. Like after doing this evil, you think I'm gonna save you when I'm king, man, because you're crazy people, man. Yeah, but I when we bought your book, that was your plan. Hopefully, if we do this evil to Ivan VJ, if we buy Ivan's book, yeah, because I'm worth the free money, obviously. If we buy Ivan's book and we make him rich, you know what I'm saying? If we make him rich, obviously he's a billionaire. Hopefully he's happy and he makes real on his salary. I was chatting. I'm like, no, man, I'm not gonna just do my dad. You made me pay to be my wife. You're also gonna pay too, man. Like now that I'm rich, all that stuff. Now that I'm rich, all that stuff. Now that I'm rich, all that stuff. I'm living a life. You're not left out of my life. You're not saved. You're left out of my fate. You're not saved. You're banished from my glory, obviously. I keep saying that. You're not left behind. You're banished from my glory. You're not saved. You're left behind. See what I'm saying? Because you guys think there's hope, but look, man, you can see the future. You know I'm not gonna let you do like that, man. As once I find out how wicked you are, I'm never making any videos ever again on this channel, man. I'm not even gonna make a listening video for you when I pay this fee. That's what. As you just, I now know death is my fate. I'm gonna cry like heavy tears. I'm gonna be so stressed out. I know the day is soon coming. Obviously, like, you made me cry all those heavy tears, and you think after doing that, I'm gonna save you when I'm king because you're crazy people, man. You're not. Don't forget, you also separated me and Ouija for 30 years. So I haven't seen Victoria Justice in 30 years, guys. See what I'm saying? What you did to me, Ouija, is so evil. That what? Yeah, so I didn't pay this fee. You guys would never let VJ see me. Yeah, this is how crazy and psychotic you guys are. You guys should never been messing with me, man. Yeah. That's why whenever I watch, don't hate me, guys. Whenever I watch Dr. Phil, Tyra Banks, and I watch all these shows, I'm like, yeah, these people are all actors. You guys are fucking amazing actors. You're nothing but a mess, man. You're not good people, man. You're wicked people, man. Because I haven't seen my wife's face, guys, in over 3 decades since birth, man. I'm 30 years old, man. Think about this world. I'm 30 years old and I haven't even seen VJ's face in 3 decades, obviously. I'm gonna keep saying this, man. You think you have control over my relationship when you don't, when she's not even your wife and not your husband, obviously. Because VJ sold out, the step families pretty much own her now. You know what I'm saying? But what? But what? But what? Yeah. You guys think you control my relationship? Like, all right, guys, I'm gonna ask you this question, world. Who on earth gave you the prerogative to think you have control of my relationship? Like, who gave you that prerogative? No one, Ivan. We're just envious. So because you're envious, you think you control my relationship. Is that's your logic? You don't. You can separate me and VJ for 100 years, 30 years. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean you control my relationship. You guys are just crazy psychopaths. You just think you do. Because you're nothing but a mess with VJ, mate. You're crazy people, obviously. All I'm gonna do is just pay this fee, get it over with. Save my wife and what? Save my wife, and once I save my wife, obviously, I'm taking my wife and I'm peacing out, obviously. And you also turn my wife into a fucking whore, and you turn her into a crazy bitch, man. Because Victoria Justice, I don't mean to be rude, man. Victoria Justice is a bitch, man. You turn VJ into a bitch. Yeah, man, she fucks guy. I hear the moaning sounds every week. She pisses me off. God knows she fucks men every week, obviously. I don't know why she does that. She just doesn't care about me, obviously. She fucks men. Oh, they're dogs. Okay, fine. I'll prove it to you when I pay this fee, VJ. I'll shut you up for good, man, because you really piss me off, man. Not even the dogs, I can't help it, obviously. Okay, so when I pay this fee and the women are hitting on me and I don't go home with them, that means you can fight off the men too. You're just stupid. You just choose to be stupid and given to temptation, and you love taking for granted. Now, Ivan will never know what's going on with all these men. I'm just gonna keep fucking all these men, taking off my clothes, obviously, and keep fucking them, letting them get more of a piece of my heart. You know what I'm saying? At nighttime, I'm gonna cry to Ivan and annoy his sleep and say I love him because she's a bitch, man. She fucking pisses me off, man. Yeah. I don't know. Here's the thing though, even though you guys know VJ's a crazy bitch, you turned her into this crazy bitch. Had you not separated me and VJ and caused this mess, have all the animals go out to VJ and have me porn, VJ wouldn't be like this, man. She'd be my lovely wife to this day. So you're the one who turned her into this kind of woman, obviously. You turned her into a crazy bitch, obviously. You turned my innocent wife, who was born into this world, obviously, you turned her into this kind of woman, man. That's how I know you guys are actors. You're fucking wicked people, man. And you also turned a Virgin Ivan. You turned innocent Virgin Ivan, a good man, man. A man who's like, guys, I'm not even addicted to sex. I'm a 30-year-old virgin, and I never even nailed a girl. I've never been in a relationship. I never had sex with a woman. I'm 30 years old. I'm a virgin, obviously, and you're gonna turn that kind of man into a porn star. Yeah, you guys are fucking actors. And so whenever I go, when I'm king, and I watch TV, chances are I'm not gonna get cable when I'm king because I don't really watch TV. The only way I'll get cable is if VJ wants to watch sports. If VJ wants to watch the CFL in Canada, you know what I'm saying? Who knows? I might become a BC Lions fan when I move to Vancouver, obviously. I might watch some NHL, or if she wants to watch some NBA or NHL, then we can get cable to watch sports. But nowadays, you can just buy like sport apps on your phone. You can just pay like a monthly fee and watch it if you want. You know what I'm saying? You can pay TSN to watch CFL app, the TSN app to watch CFL. You pay the NFL app to watch NFL, NHL. You know what I'm saying? You can have all these apps to watch sports online, all stuff. I have new sports fan, not really. I don't mind watching sports, but I'm not like a huge sports fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really a huge sports fan. Hence why there's a high chance I will not get high chance I will not get cable unless VJ wants to get cable because VJ loves watching. She loves watching the what's that called? She loves watching the Bachelor and the Bachelorette. I saw her on her Twitter feed, obviously, right? So she might maybe get cable. I heard you can watch the Bachelorette on YouTube, obviously. Whereas me, I just watch YouTube stuff. I don't watch TV really, man. I watch YouTube stuff when I watch movies and television shows. I mean, yeah. And nowadays, you don't need to watch television shows on TV. You can just fucking buy the seasons on YouTube. saying? Yeah. Yeah, man. That's all I keep saying in this world. You better enjoy this listening series while you can. Because if you think for 1 second I'm gonna let you do like that when I'm hitting, you're crazy, man. After this evil you did to me in VJ, you're gonna pay a price, man. You're gonna be abandoned by my glory. You're not gonna be saved. You can't have your full cake. It's not how it works, man. You made me pay when I didn't do anything wrong, and all because you're envy. That's how I know you guys are wicked people, obviously. So you made two innocent people pay to be together, all because you're envious of their beauty in their relationship, and you can't have sex with Ivan and VJ when you dream. So this is your logic. Because you can't have sex with me when you dream about me and VJ, you think me and VJ have to pay, and we're beautiful, you think me and VJ have to pay here. That's why I know you guys have an evil heart. You don't have a good heart. You're wicked people, obviously. You're not good people, obviously. And you know you're wicked people, man. You know it. I proved it, man. You can act good all you want. Your actions show that you're wicked, man. You guys are fucking actors, man. Oh my god. That's why when I come from death, you're gonna weep in tears, because all the evil that you did to me, VJ is gonna hit your minds. It's fine. It's fine gonna hit your minds. Holy shit, man. We're fucking wicked people, man. Like, you guys are not just a little bit wicked. No, man. You're like morally wicked people, man. And you guys break every moral code in the book, man. Everything. I don't know. Even knocking out a 4-year-old kid. Yeah, Ivan has the keys. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When he's a kid, knock him out. That way we can affect his wife. Yes, you break everything. Everything in the book you break. Even killing an innocent man. Yeah, man. You're willing to trap me with death. That way you have me be just share. And because you want to destroy my relationship, obviously, because you're wicked people, obviously. Yeah. That's why you guys want me to share. Because you know if I share, me and relationship will be destroyed. Because me and VJ are sharing with what? With the whole world, millions of people. So I never even been in a fucking relationship, guys. And you want me to share because you're fucking crazy psychopaths. And you guys all had your moments, your moments with your boyfriend's husbands. You know what I'm saying, for free. And then Ivan has to share or die because you're fucking, he's God, because you're fucking crazy people, man. You're not gonna mess with me, man. How would you feel if I did this to you, man? If I forced you, if I told you and your precious husband, your precious wife have to share. Well, fuck you. I don't want you to touch my husband. Yes, exactly. That's exactly the same. I know that feeling. And then what do? Well, Ivan has to share or die. Yeah, you're fucking crazy people, man. Selfish fucking crazy people, man. You think after doing that, I'm gonna save you when I'm king? No, man. When I'm a billionaire and I'm living life when I'm king, you're left behind. You're not saved. There's no hope for you, man. You made your choice. It's too late. I'm gonna win the game. You're not gonna win the game. As if I made Village for myself, you guys would win the game. You get your full cake, man. Yeah, I and VJ are making videos for us on the Sabel's channel. We don't talk about them. We act like they watch themselves, and we're all behind the scenes. We're excited to watch their videos. At the same time, we cause that mess in Ivan in his life. Ivan's depressed because of the mess, obviously. We make fun of Ivan's Sabel's channel, make fun of Ivan's mess behind the scenes. We killed them. Ivan sees his wife 30 years later. He never saw his wife grow up. Yeah, if you think I'm going to do my that, you're fucking crazy. I'm not going to do my that. I'm peacing out. You're not going to save me. Get you, man. You want to keep me behind the scenes. And it's what? When I'm king, I'm taking behind the scenes. You left behind. When I go on that world tour, you know what I'm saying? With the actors, Rosanus and the Great Escape, those actors for the Great Escape and Zanus are going to be lucky, obviously. They're going to get to experience success and fame. The King Ivan movie. You guys already know what I'm talking about. This is a feature, obviously. With all you guys around the world are left behind. You're not safe. I told you, even the Zanus actors and the Great Escape actors are going to get what they deserve too, man. I don't mean to be an asshole. Like, even though I'm going to save John Boyega, and I'm saying don't hate me, and Yvonne Joje and Yaman Ariana Grande, all of them, and they're all going to beg their ass off, obviously. And I'm going to save Keanu Reeves, Scarlett Johansson, Ben Affleck. You know what I'm saying? John Krasinski, Brie Larson, most likely. It's not guaranteed I'm going to choose those guys, but you know what I'm saying? And Paul Bettany and Javier Bardem, obviously. After the movie's over, the journey ends, man. You can beg all you want and even shed tears. I'm not saving you, man. I know they're going to beg, Ivan, can I be in your next movie, please? I'm like, no, man. Like, it's a one and done. You were good for The Great Escape. You're not good for, what? For Their Unique, man. You're not good at all, man. The only one who's not bad for Their Unique is probably John Krasinski, maybe. John Krasinski, I can picture him in a romance story, kind of, right? Because he's a what? He's like a pretty boy, right? Obviously, of course, Keanu Reeves and Scarlett Johansson and Ben Affleck are not good for The Great Escape at all, man. Not at all. Not at all. And Paul Bettany's not good for it at all. Javier Bardem. John Krasinski, I can picture him maybe in Larry Unique a little bit. Obviously, but even he's not good for the movie because by the time he films The Great Escape, he'll be like 50, man. And all these people will be getting older. Don't hate me, I'm saying. They'll all be getting older. Because John Krasinski's like in his early 40s. So by the time he films The Great Escape, he'll be in his early 50s. He'll be older, obviously, and you know what I'm saying, Brie Larson will be in her 40s too. She'll be like 40, like 6, 47. She's like 38 now, whatever it is. No, Brie Larson's young. She's only 33. She'll be like in her early 40s, Brie Larson. 43, 44. She'll be young, obviously. But none of these people are good for their unique. You see what I'm saying? As I want VJ's best friend to be in her 30s, to be young. So Zayenda's most likely chosen for their unique. I'll choose her most likely for their unique. Have her be VJ's best friend, Megan. Honestly, yeah, all those actors for The Great Escape and Zanes are gonna get what they deserve to. As none of them are innocent. They all most likely fuck my wife. Obviously, and then you guys are all part of the plot. I was nice enough to save you guys for the movie project. After the movie project's over, you're gonna be left behind. You're not. You're gonna go back to Hollywood and be in the side attention. You'll have a successful career, and you're welcome. Obviously, well, the B-list actors and rising stars will have a successful career. The A-list actors are already successful. The A-list actors it's pretty much the same thing as before, right? They're gonna go back to Hollywood doing these big budget movies, obviously. They're very successful. Whereas the B-list actors and rising stars, guys like Yvonne Julia, John Boyega, and Neil Manette, and Ariana Grande, the actor for Eli, Cornelius, and all them, you know what I'm saying, Lithius, Baramis, those actors are all B-list actors. They're all going to have pretty successful careers. Okay careers or very successful careers. You're welcome, obviously, but I told you, even then, you're gonna feel like shit. You're gonna be the side tension, and you're not gonna be saved. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna be the side tension. They're not gonna be saved, obviously. They're not gonna be saved. They're gonna be the side tension. They're not gonna be saved. They're all gonna beg, obviously, because my Skyscraper's company is better than Hollywood, obviously. As you're looking at something like Incredibles, my company, an advanced jet with a GPS. You know what I'm saying? An advanced jet with a GPS. An advanced what? An advanced jet with a GPS. You know what I'm saying? My $300 million super advanced penthouse. You know what I'm saying? My what? My property of land like Gran Turismo. Yeah, these actors experience my payment system. These actors, the parties, my technology, my movie, the buffet. Yeah, the world tour. The actors experience my Scott's company. They're not gonna want to go back to Hollywood. That's how top notch my company. My company is so good that like these actors, once they what, the actors for Zanes, once they finish filming, they're gonna want to work for me for the rest of their lives. I want to work for you for the rest of their lives. They strike it rich. They know I can pay them more money than how much Hollywood pays them, obviously. Pays them, obviously. You see what I'm saying? As chances are, guys like Idris Elba, Andy Serkis, Angelina Bassett, and all them, and Andy Serkis, they'll probably bargain for maybe their $6 million. Perhaps 10 if they're lucky, and 15, 20 if they're lucky, obviously. After they film Zanis, obviously. But even if they make like $12, $15 million, my company still pays more. You see what I'm saying? My company still pays more. As Idris Elba made what? If out of 1.5 million people buy a movie, Idris Elba's gonna make like, if 1.5 million people buy a movie, Idris Elba's gonna make what? He's gonna make like 12 million, 13 million in fucking in royalties with his $12.5 million salary. Idris Elba made what? He made like $24 million, $25 million. You see what I'm saying? My company pays more than Hollywood, yeah. Obviously. And Idris Elba and Andy Serkis and all them, they know after they film Zanis, they know they can bargain for more money for my movie, obviously. Idris Elba can probably bargain for his 13.5. Andy Serkis is bargaining for his 9 plus, 10 plus million dollars. I give him a piece of the royalties. Yeah, whereas in Hollywood, they're probably going to pay him 5, 6, 7 million for the movie. You see what I'm saying? For the movie, obviously. He's there. And they're going to go back to eating that shittier food. Potatoes, steak, and salad and all that stuff, right? They're going to go back to being dirty slaves. Don't hate me, Hollywood. And they're going to go back to what? Working in that shittier, like 150, 80, $150 million budget. It was once the Zane's actors experience the technology of Zane's, when they go back to Hollywood, everything feels like shit. Everything feels small and shitty, obviously. because they were used to filming in the huge sets. I don't know, like a 0.8 acre forest, a 1 acre, 1.5 acre city of Zanus. Before I said 8 acres, that's crazy. No, that's too big. That'll cost me millions. Build like a nice 1 acre city of Zanus. Yeah, a 1 acre city of Zanus. A 1 acre mountain of the mountain of Gilead with the trees on. So they experience the technology. Yeah, like big sets, man. Like everything feels like real. It was like whenever the actors act in the forest, everything will feel real because I'm actually building like a 1 acre or 0.8 acre forest. Like a forest the size of like a football stadium, a huge forest. Everything feels real, and you apply the special effects towards that forest. You apply the special effects and CGI technology towards that forest. Everything feels real. You see what I'm saying? Everything feels real, obviously. Everything feels real. You see what I'm saying? Everything feels real. Everything feels real. Yeah. That's why they're like, holy shit. Even Peter Jackson was shocked. When, I don't know, the third year when Peter Jackson and Mel Gibson prepare in Switzerland, obviously, when Peter Jackson sees all the crewmen building all the sets, he's like, holy shit, this blows all the way out of the water. Yeah, for Lord of the Rings, we built like small little sets, yeah. For the Mines of Moria, for Lord of the Rings, they built a small set. The scene when they're in the mountains, they built a small little set in a studio. They had like this studio, yeah, and you got an amazing world like that for the movie. You can only imagine how much better my world will be as I'm building actual big sets, obviously. Unheard of. I'm putting $30 million towards building all the sets, man. Lord of the Rings, the Hobbit, they built quite a bit of sets, and they only put like $9 million towards. I'm putting 30 million. They're getting unheard of set building. Yeah, because to build a 1 acre mountain is gonna cost a couple $1 million, like $3 million around there to build that. I don't know, $2 million to build that. 1 million to build 1.5 million to build that 1 acre mountain. It's gonna cost. By the time I build all the sets, everything will be drained, man. Drained. I'm gonna tell John, I want you draining the whole budget. You know what I'm saying? If you have money left over, find ways to improve the sets. Buy more tools, buy more stuff for the sets, and just drain the whole thing. John, Dave, drain the whole $30 million budget for the sets. Drain the whole thing. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Tell them that way they know. Obviously, but by the time they make all the calls for the sets, the $30 million budget will be drained because you're looking at big sets I'm building, man. I'm building big sets. And that's why the Hollywood actors are going to be shocked. Holy shit, Ivan's Company's buried in Hollywood. Yeah. Peter Jackson will be shocked. Holy shit, Ivan's Company's buried in Hollywood. These are unheard of sets. Yeah. Building big sets, man. Ivan, are you going to use CGI? Of course, I'm going to use CGI. The scenes I'm gonna use the most CGI. It's like, for example, the Aratat's crows, and the and eagles and the mosquitoes and and the jaguars and all of them. They're all going to be full on CGI creatures, obviously. You know there. Now I'm going to mix the CGI with practical effects, obviously. I'm gonna mix special effects with the special effects with the set building. The way your world looks amazing. Remember how Helm's Deep the world looked very natural, but it looks very amazing. Yes, I want Zanus and all the lands to be something like that. Tell Peter Jackson the way he knows, and that way he knows. You know, I'll ask Peter Jackson. I'll ask Peter Jackson. I'm like, Peter, for your Two Towers movie, you guys built miniature sets, obviously. You had Weta Workshop build miniature sets, obviously, and you had a camera film the miniature sets of the Black Gate, obviously, and you apply that onto the movie. Yeah, we only did that because we had a small budget. For Star Wars, they did that for Mustafa, and you did that for the Black Gate. ILM did that for Mustafa for Star Wars, Revenge of the Sith, and you did that for the Black Gate and Two Towers. You know what I'm saying? So remember that. Remember the scene. Remember the scene when Frodo and Sam are about to go into the Black Gate, and Sam falls down, and Frodo, he's stuck in the rocks, and Frodo covers him with his cloak, obviously. And then Gollum was like, "They catch you, they catch you." You know what I'm saying? You can't go there. You know what I'm saying? And Sam's like, why haven't you spoken of this before? And I'm saying, are you saying there's another way into Mordor? And I'm saying, yeah, remember that scene? Yeah. Remember how you saw the Black Gate? That was the Black Gate you saw. That was not an act. That was not an actual like set. They built like a small little miniature, like in studio, and they had the cameras film it, and they applied the special effects towards it. And it looked very real, obviously. I don't want to do that for Zanus. You know what I'm saying? I'll ask Peter, for your movie, the only reason why we did that for Lord of the Rings because we had a small budget, we couldn't afford it. Whereas for your movie, we could build an actual wall. Yeah, like you know how you built the wall for Helm's Deep. I want you building a wall, the wall of Zanus for the wall, a wall for Zanus, obviously. You don't have to build a 100 feet wall. No, build a nice like 30. Build a wall about the size of what you got for Helm's Deep. A nice 30. I don't know, a nice 30 feet wall around there. That's good enough. You just apply the special effects towards it, and I'll build like a 1 acre, 1.5 acre exterior of the city. Just the exterior of the city, obviously. The exterior of the city. I want them building the gardens in Zanus. Obviously, the gardens in Zanus you can build that in the studio if you want, or you can build it on location if you want. I'm gonna have to talk with Peter Jackson, obviously. But the wall of Zanus and the exterior of Zanus, you need to build that on location, obviously. The forest, I want it built on location. Barak, I want it built on location. You know what I'm saying? I want Zanus to be like a good, like at least a good 1 acre city. The way the world looks amazing, obviously, on the screen, obviously. A nice 1 acre city. 1.5. Barak can be 1.5. 2 acres is too big. That's 1.5 is good enough. You know what I'm saying? And then like Cyrus, you can have it be 0.5 acres big. Like the Shire, have it be the size of the Shire. The Shire was about like an acre, like a 0.5, 0.8 acres around there in Lord of the Rings. You build a big set like that with a movie. Obviously, you build a bit like that. By the way, if my step parents take away the internet cord, you guys will be watching this video in the morning. Don't hate me. You'll be watching this video in the morning, guys. If they don't take it away, I'll upload the video in a couple hours from now. You guys will watch it. Yeah. Yeah. Like Peter, I'm like, okay, Ivan, what are you thinking of for the second one? Okay, remember how you had the Shire in your Lord of the Rings movie and you had Helm's Deep? Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. I want you building sets on location like you did for those two lands. Helm's Deep, Rohan, and the Shire were sets built on location. Obviously. Whereas like places like Isengard, Rivendell too. Rivendell they built it on location. They used CGI obviously, but they built the sets on location too. Rivendell, the castle we're on, they built a set for that. Tell people that the way he knows, and they build an unheard of set. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you build like a 1 acre set, your world will look very, very natural, look amazing. You build like a 1 acre set and you apply the special effects towards that, you'll look amazing. Something even better than Avatar and even Rivendell in Middle Earth. Yeah. What was the answer? I don't know. Think something like Rivendell. It has like this holy look. It's not like Rivendell. Don't copy Rivendell, but you can get this. It'll be similar to Rivendell. It looks the North is holy. You know how Rivendell looks very holy when you watch it. It's like a beautiful land, peace. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, think something like that for the Zanus in the North. It's holy. You know what I'm saying? Whereas the South is cursed. Think something like Isengard and Barak. But it has this grayish, darkish. Remember that picture I showed you in my video a couple days ago? Yeah, the South has this grayish, bluish look, and it's cursed. Obviously. So even though Cyrus and Saphis are beautiful locations, because those lands are in the South, the Southerns are living in the cursed South, obviously, with the bluish, grayish sky and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I might not have the sky always grayish, bluish. Sometimes the sky is blue, but it's a little bit grayish, and during the day the sky gets darker blue and it gets grayish. You can do some of that for the movie if you want. But the Southerns live in the South, and the South is cursed. You see what I'm saying? Do the Southerns know the South is cursed? They find out the South is cursed. Obviously, they find out, the Southerns find out that the South is cursed later on in the book, obviously, but they know the South is different from the North, obviously. They know the South has this grayish sky. They know the North is beautiful. Every Southern's dream is to live in the North. But then I told you the North, the road to the North is dangerous as well, and at the same time, the Northerns don't like the Southerns. Obviously, the Northerns like the Southerns. You know what I'm saying? So even though the Southerns know about Tactius I, Tactius' father, obviously, they've never seen him. Because the Southerns, the road to the North is dangerous, obviously, and the Northerns don't like the Southerns. The only ones who've seen Tactius I, obviously, are the ones who deliver the weapons on stuff. They've seen him. Hence why the stories were passed down, obviously, for years about Tactius I, Aratat. Stories were told. You can come up with many theories how the stories were passed down, but the stories were passed down for what? For generations, obviously. So I'm saying you come up with theories. How do they know about the stories about Aratat? I don't know. What the people who journeyed, Northerns who came to the South, obviously told the Southerns to be careful about Aratat and how he's dangerous and all stuff, and the news was passed down. Obviously, you can come up with many theories how the stories were passed down for generations. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't explain in the book, but I can come up with many theories about how the stories were passed down about Aratat. The Northerns who came to the South told the Southerns about Aratat. And then they told everyone about him, obviously, yeah, and it got passed down, yeah. When the people who destroy the weapons, they saw, you know what I'm saying, that sometimes they might have overheard the Northerners talking about Aratat. The Northerners might have told them about Aratat. Watch out for the wolf hate in the South, yeah. And the stories were passed down, yeah, that's how the stories were passed down for generations. That's probably the best theory I can come up with in my book, obviously. You see what I'm saying? Hence why you're looking at the best story we told, the most adventure man. Something even better than Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings. By a slim margin. A tiny slim margin. Who knows? I told you, even though I believe Zane's is better than Lord of the Rings, there's some people who might like Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings better than my movie. I'm gonna make that prediction. If they do, I won't be shocked because everyone's entitled to their opinion now. There's some people who might even like Lord of the Rings better than my book. All you Lord of the Rings nerds who love Lord of the Rings, the books obviously, you might like Lord of the Rings better than my Zane's book. You see what I'm saying? Because Lord of the Rings has the richer world building, the richer speech, you know what I'm saying? Whereas my book has the richer story, obviously. And my story is a little tiny bit raw in some sections too, don't forget that, right? Even though I wrote a masterpiece, because I had no editor polishing up my manuscript, some sections of my manuscript might be a little bit raw in some sections, but it's still a masterpiece. Yeah, even though Ivan's a little bit raw, he could have used an editor in some sections. His book is a masterpiece. Yeah, it's a masterpiece, obviously. I wrote everything on my own. I did everything myself with no help. Whereas all these big authors out there, they all have their editors helping them out with their books, all stuff. And I wrote it all on my own with no help. Shut my camera here.